Good evening. Hi. Oh my word. Oh my word. Hi and good evening, MTV Sugar Peer Ed team and UNICEF. My name is Moutswi, branded FifiRich. I am a makeup artist, a content creator, a YouTuber, and so many other things, but I'm here to share my experiences as a virtual peer educator for the MTV Sugar series. I was part of the VPE season 1 and now I'm gonna be part of VPE season 2. So I've been asked to just share my experiences briefly so that everybody can come on board with what's going on. And then this video can be used for training also, and hopefully it'll be helpful to the next person and the next virtual peer educator. So as far as I can remember, with the VPE that we did, we were using Facebook as a platform. And with what I saw, initially the youth was not very responsive in terms of commenting, but they were viewing the videos, and then here and there we would get comments. And so what I realized initially was the youth in my society shy away from sex talk, sex education, commenting, and just participating as far as sexual health is concerned. And this is something I can understand because in my culture, sex is taboo talk. We don't have that conversation much in our families, in our homesteads, even growing up. So it becomes something to shy away from. It's a very, very difficult topic to deal with. That's why the youth cannot engage when it comes to sex. Even on platforms like Facebook, where we don't expect to have our parents, it was still a bit of a problem. And I asked some of my fellow peer educators for the virtual program, is this what you guys are noticing? And they said, yeah, that's what's happening. And we all could agree that it must be a cultural construction issue, not necessarily that there's anything wrong with the program or with us. So one other thing that I asked my fellow peer educators is, let us support each other. We need to support one another in our posts. It shouldn't be an independent thing to say, I'm going to do my thing, the next person will post, that person will post, that person will post. It doesn't really work like that. So I actually called out to them to support one another and say, hey, it's very important that we stick together, and the youth has to feel like we are a unit already. That is how they're gonna warm up to this thing more easily. And when we can like comment on one another's posts, support each other's work, it's easier for other people to navigate towards our posts, towards our work, because naturally human beings gravitate towards an environment or a setting which already has activity and other people going to. And when the youth sees us engaging, it makes them to feel more comfortable engaging as well. So another thing I did, I went a mile ahead and I started doing commentaries, live commentaries. So far I did 2 in the last season. We just had a little extension in February, March, and I did 2 commentaries, one on women to blame for sexual violence, the other one on transactional sex and what it is, why it matters. I think it added a twist to things. With going live, I just wanted to come on and do a commentary on the post that I would have posted the last week and come on in the new week and say, hey, this Friday, I'm just doing a commentary on last week's topic, which was da-da-da-da-da. And then I would talk about it and share my insights, share my perspective and my views on the matter. In one of them, I actually had the insights of a male counterpart and I had to ask his opinion on the subject matter. And I also shared that so that I could balance things between the sexes, and it helps because then viewers that may have missed the former post can come on and join me live and we engage in real time. And this also helps to build trust. I feel like going live and people feeling like you're really engaged, you're really into what you're doing. You don't just end with posting video. It proves to them that you're serious about what you're doing. You have their best interest at heart. You are dedicated to doing what you're doing, and it helps to build trust over time. And so for the peer educators just coming on as virtual peer educators, I just want to encourage you, don't worry, don't fret when initially you see people not commenting as much as you'd like them to, because people may not comment as much and yet the views will show you what's going on. And sometimes you post something now and people are going to see it when you're offline. So it doesn't mean that right now and here is when people are going to see your post, engage and interact. No, sometimes it can take time, and other videos will do better than other videos generally, and that's just fine. It's part of the journey, but the views will let you know that at least these people are thinking about what you're saying, and that's something. They are so aware, because the other time I had an encounter with somebody where I posted one video twice. We had to do that and they were like, why are you bringing the same content? And I was like, so you guys see. So that proved to me that these guys are actually aware of what's going on. And so this was just something that I went out of my way to do. Nobody asked me to do it, but I just thought, it might be helpful if I just went on live. Let me see what would happen. And this is a twist to it. This is another angle of doing things. And so I also reached out to the MTV Sugar, Staying Alive Foundation, UNICEF people to say, hey, I think let's have this going on long term, and then let's find ways to just kind of play around with the methodology that we use to approach our clients and our viewers. 1 minute it could be videos, the next day we could go live, the next day we could do it this way and that way and that way. And that's perfectly alright, because I think we should approach this thing from different dimensions, because our youth are different people and they have different ways of learning, just like how we found out there's the audible, there's the visual learner, and so on and so forth. So even with relating with us, they may not relate to just the clips. Some may relate better to me coming on live, others may relate better to the next virtual peer educator, others may relate better to the next virtual peer educator for reasons such as personality admiration. So we have to try different things out so that we accommodate different personality styles and we accommodate different learning styles. Yes, so thank you so much. I'm happy to be here to share my experiences as a virtual peer educator for MTV Sugar Peer Education Program. I hope that this project will go further than we ever anticipate, and I hope that it's never ending, because we need it and the youth needs it now more than ever. I was just also expressing it to the facilitators of the training of VPE Part 2 that, hey, it would be ideal to have continuity in this program, because sometimes the clients are just starting to warm up to us, they're just starting to trust us, they're thinking about how to approach us, they're thinking about, how to reach us so that we can demystify some mysteries, help them to solve difficult problems, difficult situations, and then we disappear. And it's like, oh, where are these people? So hopefully we can have continuity, and this thing is set for longevity. I believe that we can go very far together. Thank you so much, and good going. See you. Bye.